August 26th, 2010, and I am here to give you a weigh-in and an update. So, first things first, the weigh-in, as I'm sure you're all interested. I weigh in at the last Thursday of each month now, so today is last Thursday of August, and I weighed in this morning at 168.2, which is up 0.8 from last month, and I am honestly thrilled about that, given how poorly I ate over my birthday. However, I want to talk a bit about mindset and about how to keep motivated when something like that happens, because I'm really, honestly thrilled that my weigh-in was only up 0.8, and I feel like I'm doing everything right, and I constantly radiate this positivity of, oh, it's going great, my weight's up 0.8, isn't that awesome? And I know a lot of you are sitting there going, I think this girl's a little delusional. At first I thought she was motivating and interesting, but now I'm starting to think she's just happy about everything. And how is she ever going to get to dream goal if she's excited about a game? So I thought I'd talk about that, because it is a very, very important part of this process, which is making goals, making long-term goals and short-term goals, and working diligently to attain them. And the biggest part of that is tracking it in a way that is measurable and something that will help you see how you're doing. It can be very discouraging at times, but if you keep it up, it can also be incredibly encouraging. And I want to show you what I mean. So this month, I've been doing really great. I've been eating really great. I've been eating great substitutions, healthy snacks, more fruits and vegetables. I've been cooking at home more, just making wiser decisions overall, and I feel great and I look great. I look so much better as a result of eating healthy, natural foods. I mean, just complexion problems are going away, sleep problems slowing down. It can be better the better I take care of myself. I know I'm feeling better. I know I'm doing better. So I know the food is going great. And exercise is going well. I'm pushing myself. I'm trying to get into new things. I'm making a routine and I'm sticking to it. However, last week was my birthday, and as it goes, I had lots of cake and lots of ice cream and lots of parties, lots of get-togethers, couple dinners out, just tons of horrible decisions being presented right in front of me. And, you know, so we do with what we can. What I did was, on the days that I was eating the crappy stuff, I just really tried to be more active, so like cleaning the house, not sitting down in front of the computer for hours, but just trying to be up and about and doing things, so that I knew in general I was just burning more calories existing, so that I could have a little license to eat more. And then I also was tracking as best I could, and I know it gets really hard, especially when you get into like desserts and snackies at parties and you have no idea what the calories are, blah blah blah, but I did my best, and I did way better than I have done in the past, let's just put it that way. And so yeah, again, this week and for the month, because I only weigh in once a month, but I'm happy about it. I'm happy because I know I'm working toward my overarching goals, and 1 week out of my life is not going to determine my success. It's not going to make or break, at least not in weight loss. 1 week does not make or break you. 1 week is 1 week, and it's water under the bridge, and we move forward with new energy and enthusiasm now that we've gotten it out of our system. That's how I feel. Anyway, Nicole tweeted today that she's scale obsessed and it's just so frustrating, and she wished that she could just stop relying on the scale. And so it's been in my head ever since she tweeted that, because I relate so strongly to that. Weighing every day, weighing twice a day, weighing every week, weighing all the time, and just constantly looking for proof on the scale that I'm doing better, I know, I'm losing weight, I'm doing all this stuff, and you step on the scale and it's up, or it's a maintain, or it's down 0.2 after a month, and you just want to scream. I relate. This is how I get over that feeling. The negative self-talk that comes immediately when stepping on the scale and it's up or maintain, when I've been working hard. Now this week I kind of was able to let it slide, because I know that last week I did horribly for my birthday, horribly by my definition, better than I did before, but you understand. Anyway, but I started to think, ever since this morning when I stepped on the scale and immediately the negative self-talk started, I began a process of thinking through, okay, why is this upsetting me? Why is this upsetting me? Because whenever I start the negative self-talk, immediately I start going, this isn't working. You're fooling yourself into thinking you're eating healthier. You're fooling yourself into thinking that only exercising 3 times a week is going to make any difference. You're fooling yourself that you're doing anything. You're not really changing anything. You're just talking, and nothing is happening. And when that talk starts happening, I get very depressed, very discouraged, and I don't want to continue. But then, thank God, smart, sassy Shanti in my brain snaps in and says, shut up, what are your goals? Stop, 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 shut up. What are your goals? And thank God she jumped in my head while I was eating breakfast today and reminded me that my goals are a lot bigger than 1 week. And I am following them. So here's my point, and here's how I get through it. I track, and I make reasonable goals within that tracking. In January this year, 2010, I made the New Year's resolution to be athletic, which by my definition for this year was to be working out 5 days a week and pushing myself in every exercise. That was how I defined athletic. And I started tracking my exercise. And this has been sitting on my door ever since I started. And I have to tape it back up. But I have to add the last quarter of the year because we've gone through, last third of the year, because we've gone through 2/3 already. So I took it down because I want to lay it out better on the wall. But I've kept it up there no matter how well or how badly I'm doing. And this is why I don't care about the 0.8. This is why I don't care what the damn scale says. This is why you need to track, so you can measure your success in something other than the scale. With that said, I started in January with that goal, and I did pretty well until February. The red is rock climbing. So February, I fell off. Anybody see March and April? Doesn't get better in May. So March, April, May, I didn't do anything. And a lot of that came with being in a new relationship and all the self-acceptance and love and happiness and bubbly joy and sort of forgetfulness that comes with a new relationship when you're just really excited about who you are and you don't want to be working hard to improve yourself because you're quite happy with who you are. At least this is what happens when I get in a new relationship. But eventually you start realizing, oh, I have to nurture the I in order for the we to work. Anyway. So then in June, I started trying to exercise a bit more. July, started making videos regularly. And August, I mean, I've done pretty damn well. When you look at May, and then you see August, I look at that and I start to realize, hey, I am doing really well. So what if this last week hasn't been great? The last couple months have been really excellent. And that is kind of where I'm stuck today and where we all have to go back to and remember. We are working toward these big lifelong goals, changing ourselves entirely so that we're healthier, we're more athletic, we're making smart decisions, we're more educated about nutrition and weight loss, and this takes a long time. But in the grand scheme of things, if you can look at what you've been doing, and see that it's been improving. Oh, God, I can't do this. Look at that. No exercise, kind of exercise. Ooh, a lot of exercise. That's what keeps me going. The view that, hey, I'm up 0.8, but I see that I'm working harder. I see in my clothes and in my body and in the mirror and with the compliments I get. And on this map, I see this calendar. I see I'm doing the right thing. And that's what we must remember. We must remember. If you're headed in the right direction, all you have to do is keep going. So that's this week for me. And it's worth noting that it is already the third. We're coming up in 4 days on the last third of the year. So I have to put up 4 more months and add it to this whole door now that's going to be filled with the calendar. My New Year's resolution was to work out 5 times a week, and I have only been working out 2 to 3, up to 3. So I thought about this. I think the next 2 months, September and October, I'm going to make it a point, and probably my only big stickler point, that I work out 3 times a week, period. I don't care what exercises I do. I don't care if it's all strength training or if it's all cardio or if it's all walking. I will be doing exercise 3 times a week for the next 2 months. Then in November, I will move to 4 times a week. And in December, I will go to 5 times a week up until Christmas time, at which point I'm going to sit back, take a week off, because at that point I know my body's going to need a break, and reassess, do I want to keep doing this? Is this the place I want to be going? Because right now, it's the ideal, but who knows? When I'm there, maybe it's not who I am. I have to always allow for that contingency, that I may not love it when I get there. So in December, when it's coming time for New Year's resolutions and all that, I can sit down and reassess and think, okay, if I've worked out this much this year, and now I'm working out 5 times a week, do I want to set a goal for more? Do I want to set a goal for a little less because it's too much for me? Do I want to just set a goal to maintain this? I think probably if I can make it to 5 days a week and I like it there, I'd like to set my next New Year's resolution to maintain that and just work out 5 days a week for a year. Talk about a boring resolution. Okay, so for a year I have to put stickers on a calendar. But hopefully next year, if that's my goal, we'll see when we get there, I'll have another one of these and it'll have 5 stars in every week. So that's where I'm coming from. That's where I'm going. I hope you guys have got something out of this video. Thank you for watching. I will be here next week for another update, and I finally wrote the outline for my how to lose weight, how to start losing weight video. I wanted to start with the FAQ, how to start exercising, how to start running, but I thought, you know what, really we need to back up. We need to start with the beginning, which is how to start losing weight. So that will be the first FAQ video. I've written the outline, I just have to kind of memorize it so that I know where I'm going when I free for all kind of speak the video. So I'll see you guys when that comes out, and thank you so much for watching this weigh-in. I don't know how it got so long. I hope I didn't sound too preachy. Remember that in the long term, it matters that you're going in the right direction, not that you're going that way every second of every day. But if you're going the right direction overall and you keep going that direction, it will always be going the way you want it to go. Take care and be well.